with all the secret apps, with all the tech for hiding things, are there really anyone out here faithful? That is something that is talked about a lot. I know a lot of people that aren't. And it's sad to say that I know more that are not faithful than faithful. Do I think that there are faithful people out there? I do. I'm sure that there are. But to what extent, I don't know. I know definitely that there are secret groups that you can get into by invitation. There are secret groups on Facebook. There are secret groups that you can enter just on the internet. They have different websites that you can go to and different chat things, different event groups that are basically swinger groups and fuck groups, and you'll have all type of people in there, and you'll have a straight normal page, and then you'll go to some secret page to where it's like you won't get nothing on your feed. You won't have you can even make it to where you don't get no notifications for it. You only go to it if you go to it. And the only way that somebody could go to it is that they had access to your personal site. So, yeah, it's very undetected. So you could be sitting there with a whole husband or a whole wife, and they have a Facebook page, and they be in like 6 secret sex groups, and you wouldn't know nothing about it. And it's crazy as hell that. And it's crazy as hell that it's out there. There's secret compartment group. I mean, not groups, but apps. You have so many different emails that you can use to secretly talk to people. You can, it's so much stuff out there that actually you can do. You can go into like WhatsApp. You got so many communication apps that you can go to and secretly talk to people. So for me to sit here and act like, there's a lot of faithful people out here, I would be lying my ass off. And I know that for a fact because I see these people on a day-to-day basis, and it be because either because they have somebody that they're not really in tune with, not happy with, and they're pissed off about it. Then they either cheat, or they have somebody that they just been dealing with for years and years and years, and even when they get up in relationships, they still don't want to let these people go. And then you have some that just love the thrill of the chase, or just love the attention. And in male and female, like I have not one to where it's like I can say one's worse than the other, because it's bad out here. I remember when I was working at Home Depot, and I was talking to a young lady. Well, not that young, but she was young enough. But in the stories that she used to tell me, used to have me like kind of fucked up. Like, damn, like, like we supposed to cherish this shit? Cause like she would sit here and tell me how like she would cheat on her dude, and like if she got mad at him, she would get fucked by another dude and go home and not shower or nothing. And then she'll be talking about how when her boyfriend wanted to, go down on her, and she'll be like, I said I wasn't in the mood for it, but he was just consistent, so I just let him do it. I'm like, bruh. And I'm just sitting here like, yo, this is like I don't care what nobody says. Like, they try to say like women are better than men, men are better than women. Like we're both dogs, okay? Like let's be honest. Let's let's stop with the charade. Like this is not wool over anybody's eyes to say that one's better than the other, because it's bull. Not one's better than the other. There are a lot of women that get caught cheating just as much as men do. There's just as many dick pics in females' phones from old flings and old people that they used to kick it with, but they don't cut these people off. They still have these people in their phone, and you'll be wondering why they still have these people in their phone, and it's because that they just want to keep this person around, or they just like the entertainment, or this, that. They have every excuse in the world, but there's a lot of technology to where you could block a motherfucker. So if anybody wanted to really get rid of somebody, they really could. So if they really have somebody around, just know that if they have them around, they have them around because they want them around, not because that the person is just, they just don't know how to let go. They just don't know how to, they don't know how to take no for an answer. Yeah, motherfucker, because you ain't gave them no. And as long as you ain't gave them a no, as long as you haven't blocked them, as long as you keep doing the shit that you do, of course, they're going to think that it's an opportunity. And for the most part, man and female, y'all like the damn attention. And it's so sad that so many people need so much damn attention these days. Did you not get attention as a child to where you need so much damn attention? To where not one person can satisfy you, but you need the masses of the world. Why do you need the world? Why do you need the attention of everybody that bad that you're willing to do so much stuff to get it? You'll have people ruin perfect situations in their life for a chase of a quick thrill. Something of satisfaction. And sometimes won't tell the other person what that satisfaction need is. And damn, the person sometimes on the other end won't take that information and use it. They rather get mad at the person about feeling the way they feel. Like if that person, like you have a woman that says, hey, I need my pussy ate more. And you're sitting here like, well, I just don't do that. Well, if you let Ray go do it, you can't get mad, okay? And the same thing when it comes down to a woman. If you don't want to go down on your dude and he's like damn near begging you, and you act like you don't want to do certain things, and like there's signals, there's signs, there's everything, oh, you better believe it. You better believe there's some Corinne Steffens or some Lexington Steel dude out there that's ready to do whatever you don't want to do. And they will talk and manipulate and do everything in their power to get that opportunity. There are a lot of people out here that don't mind being the side piece. To some, being the side piece is actually exciting. So you can tell them that they're a piece of shit till they're blue in the face. But it's not going to stop them from what they do. And it's sad to say that you wouldn't know. And you could be insecure and just be in that person's phone 24/7. You could do everything under the blue moon. Yeah, you could catch them. You could catch anybody. Hell, I used to catch my some of my exes in some of their lies just by asking like a roundabout questions. Or I remember one time I used one of my ex's dumb friends to ask her questions to find shit out, and it comes out no matter what. It comes out. So that whole thing about like what's in the dark will come to the light eventually. Sometimes it takes forever though. I know situations to where like damn near over decades they will be a side piece to somebody and never got caught, never anything. It's just like it is what it is type shit. So yeah, I don't know how long it takes for the dark to come to light sometimes, but they say that, you know, what it goes on in the dark comes to the light. So yeah, okay. So I know it was back in the day. I was even in one of these little groups, right? And you would have certain people in relationships and their significant other wouldn't know about it. And it would be so crazy because I'm not going to lie, it used to be kind of exciting to be, you know, seeing these people in here, like, because you'll go to their Facebook page, their regular Facebook page, and you would see their family. You would see the husband, you'll see the kids, you'll see the dog. But when you go on to this page, you get to see mommy be nasty. You get to see mommy bust it open. And it's the craziest shit. You'll have so many, like the other day I was having a conversation with a guy and he was telling me how, you know, he was a part of some group and he has a whole wife at home, and he was basically on the way to go smash some chick from the group that he met, and this was like just like a whoop-de-doo Sunday for him. It was like, yeah, like a normal beat, like a beating drum. And so there can be faithful people out here, and it would just be people that just love one another to the point to where like they adore each other. A lot of people don't adore each other anymore because they get up. A lot of people, to me personally, this is just my personal little opinion. This is no scientific or no educational whatever. This is just me. But I just, you know, personally feel like people get into these situations these days for circumstance. They love on the surface, but it's not deep. You can surface love people. I was on a date with somebody and we were talking about that, and she was like, a man really can figure out who he wants to marry within 3 months. And I had to break that shit down to her, and I was like, nah, because I can give you anything for 3 months, especially when I only got to see you for a couple of hours of a week or every other week. We're not seeing each other that much. We're in a dating process and I'm still just trying to get to know you. And I'm supposed to know that I'm supposed to marry you within 3 months. You could be getting dicked down by every Tom, Dick, and Harry, and I wouldn't know anything about it. I like, you could be leaving me and going to go see somebody else, and I'm supposed to break that down within 3 months. I don't know nothing about your family. I don't know nothing about your past. I don't know nothing about like your inner person in 3 months. And you would be a fool to get yourself in a permanent situation with the person that you quickly so fell in surface love with. Your love has to be deep for that person. Because then I feel like, you feel like damn near in the eyes of God, you don't want to do this person wrong. This person is your everything, and you couldn't phantom nobody else being with you. You couldn't imagine anybody putting their hands on you. You couldn't imagine, unless you're just into that kinky shit. But all in all, you have to have that person that you're madly in love with, deadly, like, there's the words that I can come up with. I can't explain that deep love, but I know what it is. Like, I don't know my grandparents' past life, but I remember, just growing up watching them, and I got to see the ending of it. You know what I'm saying? Because they were at an older age, so I didn't get to see them in their teens, their 20s, and their 30s, I got to see like the late parts of their 40s, but they were more so settled down. But you got to see a deep love that they had, and it wasn't surface. And then a lot of times you'll come out here and you'll look at these relationships, and you'll see, especially on social media, like you'll see a lot of these relationships, and they're very surfacey, because you have to show what this person does for you to show the love. This is how much this person loves me. This is how much this person loves me. And then a couple days later, that person is doing the same shit to somebody else, because it's so easy to get surface love out of people. You don't ever hear this person makes my soul feels good. This person makes my soul feel good. This person makes me feel fearless. This person keeps me focused. This person keeps me grounded. This person is somebody who I've been looking for my whole life. And the love that they give me completes every single part of me that I've been yearning for. You don't get that much. What I see on most social media is, look at the car. Like, for example, you had Offset and Cardi B, and it was always look at what. Then it was the whole scandal of him cheating. So all the things that he bought could not probably make up for the hurt. And all the wop that she had, he still wandered off. So that even circles all the way back around to, is there any faithful people out here? Because even when somebody says that they have the best of something, even though just because people say it doesn't mean that they have it, but you would think that how they try to portray it, that they would be the best at what they do because that's what they're sold on. That's why everybody likes her so much. I'm guessing because like she's so liberated in what she does, and she loves to say all the things that she does, and ooh, it sounds so good. Yeah, it sounds good. But if you willing to bring another female into the picture and he still wandered off, it's more so about what you're not doing or what you're lacking. I don't know how to explain how people's minds work because people do it for all type of different reasons. You might have one guy cheat because he loves the fact that his wife is a good homemaker, but she's not a freak in the bed and he wants a freak. You might have a woman cheat because her husband pays the bills, he does good, he provides, but he doesn't dominate her the way that she wants to be dominated in the bedroom. Or that y'all argue so much that you're not turned on by each other, but you have a sexual urge that you want. And the first person that opens up to you and gives you that attention that you need at your most vulnerablest point, you sneak off. Or you could see yourself in a better situation with somebody and want to test the waters. And as you test the waters, things get heated and things happen. There's so many scenarios that you can go and put out there to say how and when and how and when and how and when it happens. So my question is, how do you prevent it? Do you communicate with your significant other and just be like, look, I know that everybody cheats. I cheat. You cheat. We all cheat. So how can we go at this? Do we have an open relationship? Do we become swingers? If the girls, invite somebody to the bedroom, join groups together. Like, I don't know. I don't have the answers. You don't have the answers, Sway. I don't have the fucking answers. I don't know. But I do know that it sucks when you find out that your significant other that you love so much is talking to somebody else or giving them the love that you think that was only yours. And I don't know, I guess like these days it's like you hear a lot of people starting to just say like they cool with it. Like, you know, if my man cheats, he cheats. As long as I get what I need, da, 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 da. You know, you hear that. And then you have, you know, women openly admitting that they have a dude for every situation. Like, you might have oil change Larry, brunch Bobby. You got all type of different things. So I know, like, personally for me, that's why I think that, like, I'm taking a personal hiatus from everything. Just to sit back and kind of like, I guess, like, reevaluate myself first. I want to know exactly what I want. And I want to be able to present it and be like, look, this is what it is. This is my situation. I have this going on. I have that going on. I like this. I like that. And put everything out there. Cause I guess when I hear people say that representative thing, I think it's like a real thing. And that's why I say like, it can't be 3 months, 6 months. I know this person in and out, because no, you don't. You don't know that person. No, you don't. I don't care unless this person is young as hell and there's not much to that person's life. You don't know that person. You only know what that person is letting you know. I promise you. But anyway, a lot of times that we sit here and try to like to get somebody, you put on a mask and show the fake side of you. And you wonder why the relationship doesn't last, or like it doesn't go the distance, because like in all actuality, you should have just put it out there. You should have just been honest and just been like, yo, this is me. Boom, boom, boom. I got 5 kids. My credit score is low. like put it out there. You got a lot of like a lot of female friends that I know of. They are wanting to be secretly bi, and you'll sit there and hear them, I guess don't want to put it out there, but secretly do it. Because one, this is the one that I hear a lot. I hear this a lot of times, that they are very selfish and they don't want to share their dude, but they still want to have an experience with a female. And I think that is the craziest shit. I've heard that at least 7 times. I've heard that a good amount, to where it's like, I'm sure that is a thing out there. Even when I go on some like streams and stuff, and I look and I watch people, I don't say much. I just like to watch and hear what people talk about. And you'll have like, yeah, cause I like girls too. Like, it's like shit. It's out there. So it's really on how you take it. I just think honesty is the best policy. A lot of people don't know how to be blunt. A lot of people don't know how to just put it out there on the table, because they're worried about the results. And if the results are good or bad, they're just what the results are going to be. But I could promise you, like, your situation will be a lot better. The understanding will be a lot better. The coping with problems will be a lot better. I'm sure your sex life will be a lot better. I'm sure finances would be a lot better. I can go down a list of what could be better. But the thing is are you brave enough to be honest? Are you strong enough to be honest? Being honest is hard. Lying is easy. You can tell anybody a lie and then get through with it. But the thing is, the only thing is that you gamble with a lie. And what I mean by that is, when you gamble, you're taking a chance. You're taking a chance that you can get caught in your lie. To be honest, hell, you're gambling even when you're telling the truth, because you're gambling with how they're going to take it. you can tell your dude that, hey, you're boring in bed. And you might get sensitive and get emotional with it. And, from there out, he's always questioning how he's doing things. But then you might have the gamble, and if you tell him he's boring in bed, he's going to try to figure out the way to make things more exciting and ask, what do you like? What do you like done? How do you like it? And that's how it should be. If your significant other, especially if you're with this person, and if it's not the extreme shit, like if it's not extreme, like I understand if it's extreme, but if it's because this person is saying they like it in a certain position, like y'all work together, figure it out. But anyway, gotta get out of here. So, be truthful, man. I'm out.